Good morning, everyone. We would like to introduce you to safe methods of construction work pursued by the general contractor Serv1 Poland at the LG Chem Wrocław Energy construction site. We invite you to watch an excerpt of a normal day at our construction site. The workday starts at 7 a.m. with a health and safety meeting for all employees. The meeting consists of a few-minute warm-up and reading the initial risk assessment.
Będziemy demontować szalunki rusztowania, także proszę uważać na pracę dźwigu i manitki.
Były jakieś problemy, proszę się zgłaszać do działu BHP. Życzę miłego dnia, dziękuję.
The warm-up finishes with an element of the Korean culture, cheering aimed at encouraging people to work.
Ready? Safety! Safety! Safety!
Our construction is both multinational and multicultural in its character.
Safety! 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 Safety!
After the meeting, particular companies have a detailed discussion on a work schedule and then proceed to the construction site by designated paths. The evacuation assembly point is located at the entrance to the office building. At the entrance to the office of the construction site, we are presented with the first information regarding health and safety rules. These are posters of the National Labor Inspectorate, along with first aid equipment including a defibrillator and personal remedies. New employees starting work at the construction site register for a 90-minute health and safety introductory training, where they are taught about the site specifics, occurring threats and the health and safety plan. Also explained are the investors' and general contractors' health and safety requirements. The on-site management team also meets each morning. They start with an update on constructor work locations on the construction site. Additionally, there is a discussion regarding events from a previous day, along with health and safety comments, as well as subsequent distribution of repair action tasks. Next, an architectural part of the conference is discussed. The construction site office building is equipped in handheld fire extinguishers, health and safety posters and warning signs. The road speed limit is 10 km per hour, which is reminded by multiple signs on the site premises. Employees can see a lot of informative signs reminding about safety in various places. Safety posters are distributed throughout the worksite for clear and visible safety reminders. Pedestrian traffic takes place on designated paths and pedestrian crossings. The roof of a building can be reached via gangways provided by a general constructor. The gangways are collected and undergo periodic controls. Heavy equipment and machines belonging to the Bureau of Technical Inspection undergo special checks before being brought to the site. Passports are distributed afterwards. Some work require the presence of an observer and assistance while reversing. Intensity of work and limited space require an observer for riding through the construction site as well. This also refers to heavy equipment operations in the vicinity of construction or overhead lines. Work at height has a designated hazard zone and an observer. On the ceiling, work takes place in designated zone. Identified safety risks are explained on location. In higher risk areas, designated safety personnel are on site to instruct workers on best safety practices to avoid personal injury and equipment damage. The health and safety disciplinary system consists of two stages. The first is reprimanding an employee who in consequence has to prepare a conduct 10-minute meeting on health and safety in the presence of the company and a health and safety coordinator. The second is removing an employee from the construction site and imposing a fine of 2,000 Polish zloty on their company. Workers on an unprotected part of roof outside a safe zone marked with a safety net are required to utilize personal protection equipment. Equipment includes, but is not limited to, safety harnesses and self-locking devices affixed to safety-tested anchor points. The most common way of bearing excavations are barriers placed on the level of 110 centimeters. Smoking is only allowed in designated smoking areas. For providing sufficient lighting of workplaces, Serv1 provides permanent and mobile points of supplementary lighting. Every building switchgear is locked and labeled with a phone number of General Constructor's electrician. For providing adequate condition of construction and external roads, we use street sweepers. Serv1 provides security equipment and security measures to ensure on-site security. All electrical devices and extension cords are checked and labeled by a general contractor's electrician before being brought to construction. Once per month there is a health and safety day when we sum up security matters from the previous month.
Dzięki Wam wszystkim. Nie nastąpiły żadne zdarzenia wypadkowe.
We hand over occasion-related stickers with thanks and a current number of accident-free days. Outstanding employees receive commemorative diplomas and material rewards for their engagement in safe implementation of the investment. Guests may enter the construction site only after being registered and given a required permit and safety gear. Additionally, they are instructed how to move around the construction premises to comply with safety and security regulations. Serv1 Health and Safety Department has 12 employees. It consists of a Serv1 representative, a coordinator, 2 inspectors, an electrician and a group of workers. The group of physical workers is mainly involved in chores as well as designating zones and paths. Medical service is provided by NLmed company. A doctor and an ambulance are on duty within 500 meters from the construction site. Thank you for your attention and remember, safety first.